Good afternoon, hope you're well and in good health. As promised, an update. I'm just going to go through and summarise the letter that is attached and also on the website. There are two letters, there's one from myself and there's one from the executives of REACH 2. Thank you first of all, thank you for your patience, thank you for your understanding, thank you for your messages of support for the leadership team, the staff and the pupils at the school. I know you do all appreciate the hard work that goes in behind the scenes and everything that we're doing to try and get the school open when it's safe to do so. I'm going to lay out a potential reopening timeline, but you should expect this to change. You should expect to change following announcements from the government, change in the national picture, and following approval by the executives and trustees of REACH 2. So a really important message first of all is the executives and trustees of REACH 2 have taken the decision that any further reopening of schools will only happen from the 8th of June at the earliest, and this is set out in a separate letter. This is with the exception of key worker children, only where there is no other option, and vulnerable children who will be communicated, parents of whom will be communicated to separately. Risk mitigation. The leadership team have conducted a thorough risk assessment and will be making every reasonable effort to mitigate risk. We can only admit up to 40% of pupils, so up to 40% of our total capacity. We are therefore planning not to admit early years at this time. So that's reception and nursery. And I'll give you an update on that when I have it. But at the moment, we're not planning to open to reception and nursery at the moment. Okay, so the first few kind of dates, the first three are pretty set, and then the fourth and fifth are provisional dates. So 1st of June, the school is closed for all children. Okay, we will be setting up and we are still expecting a number of orders and from our massive procurement operation to kind of change the whole way the school is set up. So we just need another kind of day on that, and I did give you a heads up on that in a previous video. From the 2nd of June, we will only admit children that have been in the childcare hub at Civitas Academy, and we will communicate with those parents separately. Following that, from the 3rd and 4th of June, we will admit from the 3rd children of in vulnerable kind of families and communities and setups, and from the 4th, children of key workers that fit the criteria. Parents must book on the school website by 11 p.m. On Wednesday of every week, essentially. So 11 p.m. Wednesday the 27th of May, and we would ask you to book in for the whole week, or if possible book in for the kind of entire period, so that we can manage the numbers of children and we're not getting a continual fluctuation. However, this provision should only be used if you meet the criteria of key worker and there is no other option. We're still trying our best to mitigate risk, and we have got to socially distance children in the school. And like I said, we've got a capacity of 40%. And it is very much in a kind of priority order there, but once it's full, it's full. So really important that it's not, for want of a better word, it's not abused. You know, I'm trusting you to only ask to use that provision as a key worker if it is totally essential. Right, the next dates are provisional, which means that they are the earliest possible dates that these could happen. But I thought I'd share these with you. So the first one is Monday the 8th of June is the earliest possible date we will admit Year 6 pupils who have confirmed yes in the most recent questionnaire. So only if you have confirmed yes are we planning for you and staffing you. That's not to say that if you've said no that you can't in the future. In the same way that you need to contact us by Wednesday of the week before, and we will only start any new pupils on a Monday. Okay, the provisional and earliest possible date for Year 1 starting is Monday the 15th of June. And same that it's only children whose parents have confirmed yes in the most recent questionnaire, and it will be confirmed by the week before whether that is going ahead, and you will see kind of full training videos and communication about that. Okay, we will email parents with details of partial reopening. So this will include a link to the training video. So if you've not received an email from us in the last week, yes, even last week actually, if you've not received an email from us in the last 9 weeks or so, we haven't got your email address, or we haven't got it down correctly, or or it's in your junk or spam box. So number one, check your junk and spam box, and if it's there, mark it as not junk. And number two, if there are no emails, email admin@the Parliament Academy with your child's name and date of birth, and a note that this is your updated email address, and we will then update our system, and you should then receive emails. Continue to check your junk box as well on a daily basis. Free school meals vouchers, these will not be distributed next week, half term, but they will continue after half term. So they will not be distributed next week. Okay, thank you again for your patience and understanding at this time. Okay, we are working with the Trust and government and local authorities to reopen the school, but only when it is safe to do so. And I'm sure you greatly appreciate the exceptionally challenging sort of times these are, and that we are being as clear and as measured and as safe in our kind of plan and communication to you, and we will try and give you as much time as possible to kind of absorb any information or training and things like that. Okay, there is a separate celebration assembly, and that will be uploaded also in due course, and we will send that out. Thank you very much for your time. Have a really good few days, a really good half term. Take care. All my love to all of you, all your family. Stay safe, stay in as much as possible, and stay alert, whatever that means.